The good thing about going to the gym is I generally feel like I'm in a better mood and that I'm healthier. The bad thing about going to the gym is at least one part of my body is on the struggle bus. Last week it was my thighs. This week it's apparently my back, so you guys are going to be seeing me sit very firmly against this chair. So I try to work out at least a little bit every morning. About an hour after I finish working out where I start to feel not so great, like I sit down and I'm just kind of like a steady position, like I'm sitting at the computer, I'm finally getting down to work, and then the minute I stand back up, suddenly everything is like everything's terrible, everything's awful, please sit back down. And so I'm sitting here with a heating pad on my back, doped up with ibuprofen. I'm fine. I didn't hurt myself. I'm in my 30s. So for those of you who know, and for those of you who don't, my name is TK. I am a writer, a voice actress, and your resident lunatic. And today, we are watching more Nirvana and Fire, episodes 7 and 8. And in our last episode, we were able to sort of finish up the plot of Mei Chung-soo basically laying the groundwork for his plans. The Crown Prince and Prince Yu are still fighting over him, but he has chosen the 7th Prince to help carry out his plan. Meanwhile, Princess Ni Huang, who honestly is just trying to do what's asked of her, has kind of been swept up in the plot because in our last episode, the Crown Prince's mother, to sort of cement her son's position as the Crown Prince, roofied Princess Ni Huang so she could be forced into marrying one of the prince's close friends. Regardless, that didn't work out too well, thank God, and she was severely punished for her actions. The Empress, who doesn't necessarily have the most pure intentions, is basically going to take up her role as her warden. She's gonna basically try to make her life as difficult as possible. What I think she wants to do is break her, because she's supposed to be the Empress. She's not supposed to lose to a consort. Now that the Crown Prince and his mother are summarily dealt with for now, Prince Yu sees this as his time to essentially raise to power. Unfortunately, his machinations are coming back to haunt him, all thanks to one Xia Dong, who has basically been doing her job, essentially. Prince Yu's people came after her and tried to kill her. Now, at this time, Yujin and Jingri ended up crossing paths with her by accident and kind of ended up getting swept up in the plot, but that's just the problem. Jingri's father is the one who sent those people after her. Not only is his dad not as impartial as he thinks, but he's also basically an acceptable loss. His father, for all of his planning, knew that they would end up crossing paths because Jia Dong is a very trusted family friend. I don't know if Jingri's dad knows or if he just doesn't give a shit. Prince Jing is in an incredibly difficult situation. Not only is he the unfavorite, but he is seen as a potential rebel in just about every situation. So not only has Mei Chung-soo backed what we, the audience, think is a losing horse, he just in general has no advantage, no skin in the game whatsoever. And speaking of Prince Jing, today's comment spotlight is on Jennifer, and this comment is specifically from the Patreon, link below. Jennifer says, the scene where Prince Jing confronts Mei Chung-soo with his ultimatum about not using people in his machinations, I'd forgotten how rude and sarcastic Prince Jing here was too, bless him. That did not occur to me. The character carries himself with such gravitas, so it was very difficult for me to tell exactly how much attitude he was bringing. With your incomparable talent at scheming, getting here unnoticed should be no problem for you. No wonder General Mengzi and everyone else here are worried that he'll be eaten alive if he tries to contend for the throne, as the man lacks subtlety. Now that I did pick up on. He is not entitled to subtlety like his brothers are. Although, we now understand exactly why Prince Jing is so prejudiced against tacticians and advisors. As such, of course, Prince Jing is suspicious here that Mei Chung-soo set up the entire plot and put Ni Huang in danger deliberately in order to further his own schemes. And Chung-soo does something to try and convince Jing otherwise, which was so frustrating because I agree, it was so frustrating. It's like, dude, just tell him that you're not actually heartless and you didn't plot for Ni Huang to get roofied. I don't know why he didn't tell him, because I feel like if he told Prince Jing that he took his mother's warning seriously and that he knows she is a smart woman, I think that actually would have gone a long way in currying favor with Prince Jing, but Mei Chung-soo didn't want that. There is a reason why Chung-soo is presented presenting himself as cold-hearted, ruthless, and self-interested, though it's not just to protect Grand Princess Liang as his source. More to come on this further in the plot. Also, did you see how Jiadong faked being more injured than she was to lure out the assassin so she could capture and interrogate him? Queen. Yes, Jiadong is queen, always. I got the distinct impression from this scene that this is a woman who is fairly comfortable and experienced using a variety of methods to wring out a confession. Most people like that throughout history. That includes ninjas, not samurai, various spies, imperial warriors, especially in places like Kenya. These people were considered stealth fighters because you were either gonna die or be captured, interrogated, then die. Those were your only choices. The reason why there is no concrete evidence of these people is because most of the people they came into contact with are fucking dead, and Jiadong is no exception. So I don't really have a lot of predictions as things go so far. I do think someone major in the cast is going to die very soon, very early in the series, to kind of galvanize or at least let certain characters know how dire the situation will be or already is. I still have a feeling that Jingri's dad is gonna be the bigger villain in all of this. No one seems to know what he's doing behind the scenes. Not even Jingri himself, who should know for all intents and purposes. Not even his wife seems to know, and she should at least have some idea. The only person who seems to know is Jingri's brother-in-law, whose name completely escapes me at the moment. I think Banro is going to have a bigger plot than she seems to have right now, because right now she just seems like the Harley Quinn to the Princess Joker, and I think she's gonna start either having doubts or she's just going to start doing her own thing, because I feel like she's feeling some sort of static with the prince. I don't know, but there's something else going on there. Now, I'll be honest with you guys, I am absolutely rehydrating today. I know normally I have a pitcher with me. It's currently being washed, so right now I just have to deal with this very large water bottle. So you will just be seeing this giant obstruction throughout the video. But without further ado, let's put on our headphones, ladies and gentlemen, and enjoy the drama. Oh yeah, by the way, we're not doing the English dub again. We're not doing that again. Oh, he's trying to say something. Oh, okay, where did all that come from? Oh, nope, he did. Poor Yuchen. He didn't ask for any of this. He just wanted to go listen to some music. Okay, so she doesn't know. Jingri's like, bro, she almost died. Shut up. Jingri is so cute to me. I don't know why. He's adorable. I don't know what it is. No, I know exactly what it is. He just has a very friendly, round face. I have just such a hard time believing that this grown-ass man is only 17 years old. She's a little scary. Like, dude, let me go. He's just overeager. He's just overeager. Set him down. Set him I love that. Set him down carefully. Don't touch me. What? You are very overfamiliar with everybody. Most young men in a prominent position are quite friendly with people. I mean, I think you really should be a little more cautious. Jingri has every reason to be worried. Oh, and she knows they do. Oof. We're about to do some interrogating. If you wanted to be a bit more stealthy, maybe don't wear a whole ass cape. Oh. So is he playing both sides right now? Okay, someone's gonna have to explain this part to me because now I'm not sure what's happening. Oh, and she's super happy to see him. I mean, of course she is. Oh my god, she's so pretty! Okay, yeah, he's going to apologize to her personally. That's very sweet. Although, if you ask me, he more than made up for it. No, he wouldn't. He would never intentionally put you in danger. You have a very trusting face. Just like, yeah, but I feel like I can trust you. Like, trust me. I can definitely trust you. We had a slow motion introduction towards the beginning of this series. That means I'm supposed to trust you. Yeah, I'm sure. But the reason you're here is because not everyone is like her. He only threatened me. It's fine. God, I love these two so much. Although I will say, with the way they talk to each other, it feels like they're writing letters to each other. Okay, so she disbanded the tournament. No, you can't. Or you could continue to let her do her fucking job. I know that's not historically accurate, but that'd be the smart decision. Nah, she wants you to stay, bro. It's not that trivial to her. Oh my god. The tension. The longing. The yearning. Just tell her you want to walk with her more, bro. Yearn. Yearn. Yearn more. It's about the longing. Are we just not seeing a very frustrated real estate agent trailing behind them? Ooh. Are you sure he's prepared for that? Probably for various reasons. Yeah, I don't think it would be good for him to be here right now. She's trying to comfort him. Ooh, that's a great quote. What needs to remain will remain. Lest we forget, he's not ready to go back. He's not ready to talk about it. He's not ready to face it. He doesn't want to go back there. And she's trying to tell him, like, bro, I know who you are. But he's not ready. A lot of stuff happened. A lot of people died. Oh, man. That's brutal. Yeah, but he doesn't want to go back. Either that or he's just not ready to face it. Either way, that's just inviting the memory of the death of, I think he said 1,500? 1,500 people? Only 2 people survived. And if I can be frank, he doesn't really need to go back and face that to satisfy Ni Huang's need for restitution. Jiebi doesn't want to talk to him for some reason. You're my brother. I'm just trying to help. Like, I'm gonna be real with you, father doesn't think a lot about either of us. Oh! No, he didn't know that. Ooh. Yes! Jingri didn't even know any of this. Ooh! And he's putting 2 and 2 together. No, Jiebi has every reason to be dissatisfied with that response. Because if he's a pawn, Jingri isn't even a player. Aww. I like their little father-son relationship. Oh, okay. Xiaodong, honey, this is not the kid to be interrogating. Yeah, this guy is made of fight. I was about to say, this is not the kid you want to start a fight with. He lives and breathes being able to fight whatever he can get his hands on. He's not someone you want to provoke. You could have just introduced yourself. I feel like anybody in the Imperial system wouldn't exactly be a match for anybody in the martial world. Sorry, that was just a very sibling moment. Like, don't touch me. Shut up, both of you! Damn! Oh, so he's aware of all of this now. Okay, that's not something I was expecting. I'm surprised he didn't punish them. He can be both. Get you a man that can do both. I always love the way he looks up at people. Because we're friends. Is he worried about Ni Huang, or is he worried about her status? Kinda none of your business. That would be cool, but I'm dying. Aww. Nah, he's got plans. You raised him. He's like, that's actually a good idea. Oh. Oh, okay. That was not a decision I thought he was going to make. Are you sure you can't marry her? Because things are weird for her, man, and I don't want her to get hurt. Also, that purple eyeshadow. Ooh, he's feeling insulted. I mean, honestly, I get it. Listen, I'm what they call shipper on deck. I hope she keeps having a friend like her. I need Xiaodong to not die. Who's been watching? I'm sorry. That shouldn't have been as funny as it was. Ooh, just blowing up his entire spot right on the bat. Why not? So stop coming after me, you bitch. Will you shut up? So if you do this again, I'ma beat your ass. I'ma kill all of them. Mei Chung-soo likes a fixer-upper. I think he likes the pond. Is this his old manor? Even in this show, they're giving Mei Chung-soo the advice they keep giving me and my boyfriend. Oh, just buy land and then build on it later. Like, that's so easy to do. You alright there, buddy? It's like trying to corral your old college friends. Stop, both of you. This feels like this is going to be an important plot point. Yeah, but Jingri wants him to stay. Dana told me that they don't mention this in the drama, of course, but Jingri has some sort of romantic designs for Mei Chung-soo as well. But he's so willing to help them. Is this Bunro? Ooh, and who is this? Who else? Ooh. Yeah, I think she's right. So she's worried about Mei Chung-soo. But why do so many people in the capital know her? Oh, don't be sad. Okay, stop bantering and go find it. You know, it's about time Mei Chung-soo found friends that he can, like, relax with. I don't know, man. Something about the music is fucking me up here. Uh-oh. Oh! See? I knew something. I knew something was up. I knew it. There's about to be a whole lot of bodies down there. Ooh. Yeah, there are a whole lot of, ooh. Did Mei Chung-soo know that that would be under there? There are a lot of bodies in that well. Not like an episode of Lassie. This is like an episode of Criminal Minds. Yeah, but that doesn't make him an idiot. I feel like he's the smartest one in this room. Well, not in this room, because he's not there, but I feel like Prince Jing is the smartest one. Usually the person who's on the outside is the smartest one, because they're able to look at the situation objectively. Oh, that's so many bodies. I see they had that little moment to distinguish between plaintiff and informant. That sounds very serial killer-ish. I mean, it's good advice. I have a feeling that that mansion belonged to someone we already met. He wants to get rid of Mei Chung-soo. Here we go. Oh my god. I just wanted to obtain information about his guards. Okay, so they're gonna try and kill Mei Chung-soo. That's gonna go poorly, I feel. The Marquis is biting off a little more than he can chew right now. So, remember when I said that no one knows that Jingri's dad is scheming? Well, I was incorrect. So, it seems like people know he's scheming, but they don't necessarily know how to stop him. And it seems like the only reason they know is because, one, Jiadong is very good at what she does, and two, Mei Chung-soo's presence just naturally throws a wrench in his plans, and it does, because he's trying to play the field between the two princes, and Mei Chung-soo didn't choose any of the princes. Now, he's saying to the crown prince, if we cannot get Mei Chung-soo, we are gonna have to get Mei Chung-soo. Like, we gonna have to kill him. Good luck! That's all I'm gonna say. Good luck. I don't think it's gonna happen. I think either Jingri, Jiadong, or Yujin's gonna end up dying before that happens. I'm not saying that Mei Chung-soo is unkillable. He has survived this long with very little resources. So you have to be nothing short of perfect in your execution to get rid of him, because he has already survived so much up till now. So yeah, he's gonna have a hard time getting rid of Mei Chung-soo. Not only that, but now we have found a well with a whole bunch of bodies in it. I have a feeling that this well belongs to someone we already know, and my money is on Jingri's dad, but the only reason why is because I don't like him very much. much. Then there is that scene between Ni Huang and Mei Chung-soo and the yearning. It's giving Jude and Mila. It's giving Xion and Alphen. It's giving, I want to tell you how much I love you, but there are extenuating circumstances preventing me from saying so. I do kind of like that Yujin and Jingri, even though they have acknowledged the fact that they're not ever going to be Mei Chung-soo's closest friends, that they still treat him well, and they still go out of their way to make sure this person, who could be dying, is having a good time. So they still do everything they can to help him out. Now, okay, let's do the next episode and I'll try to formulate more thoughts. I'll be honest with you, there are a lot of things right now that aren't sticking, and I'm gonna need y'all to help me out. Yeah, they have a lot to think about, I bet. A little bit. All the dead bodies is a little weird. All right. Those two guys have left, so what's about to happen now? Mei Chung-soo's a smart guy. He probably knows there's already a target on his back. I don't know, this town is really looking like a boss arena right now. I hope you got some blood vials. Orange health bar appears at the bottom and it just says Jingri's dad. Because I keep forgetting his name. Oh, there we go. Are we about to find out that Mei Chung-soo actually does know Kung Fu? Oh! Mong, just in time, dude! Once again, Mei Chung-soo's greatest asset. Oh, the man whose house I'm living in. Oh no! No, he's the last person I want to know who. Okay, so it didn't occur to him. Okay, damn, okay. What else would lure Fei Lu away other than a fight? What are they trying to do to Fei Lu? I love that look, that Minister who? What? Oh, was that your old house? Oh, so the house keeps changing hands. So is it the agent himself? Oh no. What I don't understand about it is how many dead bodies are there. The man was basically making snuff films. Let it be known that Imperial China frowns upon autoerotic asphyxiation. Is that true? I feel like you're about to get thrown under the bus, buddy. It's more than you deserve, but you know. Oh. So, there are men from... Okay, so there are lots of people seeking the prince's protection. I mean, he would have to. It's a secret brothel, but it's still a business. Okay, so he's sheltering the pervert, and the other brother's gonna be sheltering the snitch. See, now y'all real in trouble. Aww. I'm feeling kind of bad for Bunro. No, ooh. Bro, you are being played like a fucking fiddle. Dude, the Marquis is playing you, dude. I don't know, man. I wouldn't trust that. I feel like the Marquis is trying to play the Crown Prince. Because he's playing a whole bunch of sides right now. I mean, you can't rush these things. He's right, but I have a feeling that they're just about to start accusing people. What's about to happen here? Oh. This man is already stressed enough. He's not about to make a proper decision. Okay, so he knows. Stop panning away before people dispense of important information! Stop it! I love how Commander Monk's like, nah, bro, I'ma hook you up. Listen, bro, I trust you. Out of everybody here in this damn city, I trust you. He's a bitch. Aww. Fei Lu's like, that's me. I like how Fei Lu is there to make sure that the characters have a softer side to them. Out of everything they do, out of all the machinations they have, that they are still human because they treat Fei Lu with kindness. They call that the morality pet, but I find that quite degrading. He's afraid that it involves royalty. So he did give him to the magistrate. Listen, I'm inclined to roast you at least once. That's because we're friends. If you don't roast your friends, at least very delicately at least once, then is that really a friendship? I know you better than anybody else. He's like, okay, hold on, I don't need to do all that. Yeah, you should. He's not. Bunro is right. Bunro is right. Listen to her. It's gonna be quite sour, isn't it? Yeah. No, he don't like you. And she's just like, bro, are you fucking kidding me? Y'all make a lot of assumptions about people and always seem surprised when they don't go your way. That's what power does to your brain, people. It makes you an idiot. He's starting to take her suggestions more seriously now, and she's just happy to be back on top. So now Prince Yu and the Crown Prince want to destroy Mei Chengsu. Once he gets involved, being offensive will probably not be impossible. I mean, in a couple of ways. I mean, and he already has that opportunity right now. Yeah, he doesn't really have a choice. He doesn't want to involve the littlest son, and the other two are stupid. They're stupid. They're too busy scheming against each other to see what's right in front of their faces. He considers Prince Jing expendable. What's that phrase? Wade on in the water because it's really gonna be troubled water. Is she not feeling well? Jingri is a very dutiful son, and that frightens me. What's this about to be about? Like, what else do you have to talk to him about? Ooh, no, he sees it. And there's his brother-in-law. I don't know if Jingri is gonna have room to help. Fei Lu doesn't exactly make that easy. Jingri is okay, but he's not that great of a fighter. There he goes. They're not trespassers, honey. Fei Lu likes Jingri, I see. Unlike Commander Meng. Commander Meng gets no sparklies. This is a really good fight scene for a show like this. I wonder if the young man who plays Fei Lu is actually a martial artist. And I want to say the guy who plays Jingri might be as well. If he is not a martial artist, he is at very least a dancer, because he is very graceful. Like, you don't want to know who that is. Is he gonna look anyway? Yep! Oh! That's rough. Somebody go help Fei Lu! You were feeling restless for a reason, bud. And Jingri's entire world is just being flipped upside down. I am still very upset. I really have no time for casual conversation right now. You know I'm not going to be able to do any of that. If that was true, then you'd be just like everybody else. He has a point. In his mind, things were easier back in the pugilist world. I mean, he admired his father up until this point, and he wanted his approval. Things always have to change. Jingri was quite naive, thinking that they never would. The quartermaster's like, you alright, bud? No, I'm not fine at all. This sucks! So his father's trying to kill his friend. He has no idea why. Everything he thought his family was doing up till now, he thought everything would be fine, and it's not fine. His father is thrown in his lot with the princes. Aww, this feels very sad. I'm not very familiar with their relationship. He recognized him but saw how much he changed. Oh, he still calls him young master too. This must be his mother's brother. And he still remembers Gong Yu. So he still remembers her. Your wife wants you to go to bed. You're about to get murdered. All this talk about assassins and shit. She's about to perforate your throat, dude. Oh. Oh, so Bonro. Oh, I thought Bonro was just a spy. Bonro is like somebody hella important. She's not just the spy. She's the queen spy. Say goodbye to your kidneys, dude. Oh, is she warning him? She's trying to push him in one direction.
如何交差啊？
好不好教，
God,
大人细
she's
想想
gorgeous.
自然明白。岸
Are
上
you
将
really
行
gonna
动
take the word of this completely random
我想
woman?
就
I
算
mean,
太
he's
子殿下
stressed,
用
so
为
he
难
might.
人
So
靠
he's
着
he's
我
telling
他
her to
赶紧
get.
扔
She's
出
telling
去
him to give it up. I've got Fei Lu. He disappeared fighting somebody earlier, but he's somewhere.
安眠香，他知我今天来，特意托我带来。
Aw, is Gong Yu his sister? Sounds like his cousin. Accept the gift. Ah, good. Is that his cousin? I don't like the snow. Snow means death. I mean, they already lampshaded that earlier, but listen to me. Lampshade, snow means death, going back to TV tropes circa 2010. That was pretty intense. Poor Jingri, man. I feel bad for sort of everyone involved here. So that part was a little intense. You have the land manor where they found a bunch of bodies and two big officials, one tied up with Prince Yu and the other one tied up with the Crown Prince, are very deeply involved. Now Prince Yu and the Crown Prince are now battling over basically who gets the fucked up exposure. The Crown Prince really can't take any more bad rep right now. And so he's getting really, really desperate to the point where he wants to kill Mei Chung-su. Prince Yu he already has the accolades. He can't really afford to mess up now, especially with something this big. In the interim, these people are going after Mei Chung-su, hoping that shutting him up will stop them from getting exposed. It won't. One, he has Fei Lu, and two, he has people all over the capital that want to help him. Actually, Mei Chung-su has two advantages. He has a very small set of very skilled people who want to protect him and want to help him, but he has some equally skilled people who have no idea who he is and want to help him anyway because he's been so kind and personable to them. He's good on both fronts because anybody who will be seen attacking him will be seen as something of a pariah because in their eyes, it'll be unprovoked. I do hope from here on out that Jingri makes some good decisions. I'm not sure if he will because he's quite overwrought right now. Basically, his whole world got turned upside down. All the naivete and just the assumption that his parents always know best. So I take it Jingri is young like Prince Mu is. He's supposed to look a lot younger, but he's truly just a grown-ass man. Jingri is more content to enjoy life and goof off. He attends to his duties. He's a very faithful son, but he just kind of assumed that that would be enough. And something you learn in adulthood, most of the time, you gotta do a little bit more than what's required. Sometimes you can't just enjoy things. Sometimes you have to look deeper. Yeah, I feel bad for Jingri. Then we have Banro, who's trying to convince the magistrate, like, hey, you don't need to do any more investigating. Leave that for somebody else. We can take care of it. And the magistrate, who, God, just wants to be rid of it, is like, yeah, let's do that. Although I was wrong about Jingri's dad. So it seems like people do know he's plotting, but I don't know how that's going to work. I don't know if there really is going to be a big bad per se. I feel like, you know, in these stories, there's never really a bad guy. There's always just the smartest bad guy. Usually he's the one that goes all the way up to the end and is either summarily killed or he is very successful with a lot of stipulations. I do know that Mei Chung-su is probably going to survive to the end of the series. Same thing with Ni Huang. But everybody else, it's kind of up in the air. Now, with that being said, I don't really have many predictions. Last time I came up with the predictions, I was mostly wrong. So we'll let this play out. My next video is most likely going to be next week. I plan on coming out with a video every week this month. My next Read Aloud stream is this Friday. So May 13th. Vox Machina on Wednesdays. I have no idea why I ended up switching them. Yeah, I think that's it. I think we're all good. So you can mostly find me on Tumblr and TikTok because fuck Twitter. I'm still debating on streams. I don't know how I feel about it. I kind of really want to do it. Maybe I'll do it when I get like 1,000 subscribers or something. I don't know. But I still really want to do streams. I love streaming back in the day. Maybe I'll stream when Overwatch 2 comes out because I was mostly an Overwatch streamer, but you know, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. But with that being said, thank you for watching. Stay weird, lovelies, and happy eating.